Hello, Algebra 2 people, for Ms. Bell looking at your test today. These are going to be out of order. You could pause this as needed and, just move it around or whatever to find the ones that you're working on. So here we go. Describe the transformation of the blue graph onto the green graph. Well, the solid to the dotted. So from here to here, what is the change? Okay, what kind of reflection is this? This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Notice that it has been flipped over which axis? So that's going to help, hopefully, for your answers A, B, C, and D. It's either reflect across the x-axis, reflect across the y-axis, translating up 2 units, or translating right 2 units. Number 9. We have the function of x, f of x, equals the square root of 7. This is the parent function. We want the child function to illustrate a translation of up 3 units. Okay, so remember, for vertical, you're going to have whatever you want to happen outside of the square root. So it's outside of the square root bracket, okay? That's going to be your vertical changes, okay? Up and down is vertical. If it's inside the square root, that's going to be a horizontal change. It's going to be a, either to the left or the right. All right, so that's for number 9. Hopefully that helps. For number 1, we have the absolute value of x minus 3. The parent function would have been the absolute value of x, okay? And remember, it looks like this. So, and this is my y, this is my x. Okay, so from here, we want, it's minus 3, it's on the inside, okay? So that means it's going to be a horizontal change, so left or right. And remember the trick with the minus, okay? So it's either going to be moving left or right 3. So which one of those, A, B, C, or D, mine's printed out kind of weird, shows you that it moved horizontally 3, and in the correct direction. Remember that negative, it's a little tricky with the horizontal because it's backwards of what you would, normally think if you didn't know any better. Okay, for number, let's see what's next. Oh, 2. Okay, for number 2, we have that same parent function like this, which is just the square root of x, y equals, okay. Of which, by the way, you could plug this into Desmos and it will show you, what it should be. But anyways, notice that this first negative means it's going to flip. It's going to flip this upside down, okay? It's going to be a reflection across the x-axis. Okay, there's my x, there's my y. So it's flipped. So already that kind of limits you. Let me see. There's only... yeah, there's 3 of them that have flips. And then this plus 2 means that it's going to be a horizontal shift. It's going to be a horizontal change, either to the left or the right. And remember what that means, the plus, if it's left or right. I can't tell you because it's a test. And then on the outside of the absolute value bars, you have a minus 2, so that means it's going to be a vertical change then also, okay? And minus, does that mean it's going up or down? Well, it's going to go whichever way you think, 2 places that way also, okay? So A, B, C, or D on that one. Hopefully that helps. Number 3. We're describing the transformation Now this is a little tricky. This is not a U. This is that S shape. This is x to the third power. Y equals x to the third power. X3. Okay, so it is actually going to be over one of the axes. This is Y and this is X. So, what happened, it's, notice it did not move up. It did not move right or left. But it's going to be, over one of the axes or something. I can't tell you anymore. I don't want to, this is a test. So it's either a translate up 3 units, reflect across the x-axis, translate right 3 units, or translate left 3 units. Okay, number 6. This is the parent function. What is changed to the dotted line function? Okay, notice that it went. First thing, we'll work. Let's work inside the parentheses first. Let's what comes first. We'll do. And 1, 2. It moved 2 places to the right. So inside the parentheses, which one of these means 2 places to the right? And then notice it went, and I'm working with the vertex here, just moving the whole thing. Then notice it went 1, 2, 3 down. Which one of these on the outside means 3 down? Okay. If you just do that last part, you'll figure out what the answer is. Maybe that will help you answer some of your previous questions too. Okay, here's the parent function. And then we have this on the inside of the absolute value bars. We have a -1. So remember, this is going to be horizontal. Okay, it's not going to be a vertical thing. It's not going to be an up and down thing. It's going to be horizontally moving one way or the other. And try to remember what that minus is. It's either a translate down 1 unit, translate right 1 unit, translate left 1 unit, or translate up 1 unit. Remember, if it's inside, it's going to be horizontal shift. Number 5. Okay, first of all, we have this U shape, this quadratic, which is the parent function is y equals, or f of x equals x squared. This means the same thing. If you haven't caught on yet, y and f of x are the same thing, okay? It's just a different way of saying the function of x, just in a different way. But anyways, we are flipping it, so we have, a subtraction going on there. And then we have, it moving to the right 1 place. So that's going to be inside the parentheses. There's going to be a move to the right. So which one of those helps answer that question? Number 7. Here's the parent function. Then outside of the square root, I have a +2. So if it's outside, that's going to be vertical. Okay, so vertical. It's going to be a vertical shift. Okay, +2, what does that plus mean on a vertical shift? All right, and if you know what vertical means, then that helps too. Translate left 2 units, translate up 2 units, translate down 2 units, or translate right 2 units. Number 10, the parent function is x squared. Which one of these would show a translate left 3 units? Okay, so remember where that goes. Think about some of the previous ones you've already done and some of the clues I've given. That should give you enough information to see which one of these is going to mean you're going left 3 units. So you have A, B, C, or D there. Remember, when it's inside the parentheses, it's going to move horizontally. When it's outside of the parentheses, it's going to mean moving vertically. So hopefully that helps. All right, that's it. Good luck.